What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. EJ time. So, as I mentioned in one of the last videos, we had some snap bolts on the coolant crossover pipe area. We have this one here, and then we had one here, and I was just doing a little testing, and it came out a lot easier than I thought. So I figured I'd show you what it did to get that one out, see if we can replicate that over here. And then from here, we can get the coolant crossover pipe on once we get that bolt out, get the TGVs in, get the intake on, and then we can really start making some progress here. So let's work on trying to get this guy out here, and I'll show you the exact steps of what I did. I'm going to give it just a little bit of heat. As I'm sure most of you know, this is an aluminum block and these are steel bolts. So this aluminum is going to heat up a lot faster than that steel bolt. So hopefully it can expand enough to give us a little bit of room to get some penetrating oil in there, as well as get a good grip on this this bolt. I'm just thankful there's enough stud left to where I don't have to like drill it out. I can try and grab onto it with some pliers. I think that'll be helpful. It's a little trick I learned back in the day. You get a stuck-on bolt if you give it a little bit of heat. Give it a couple taps. Hopefully loosen up a little bit of that rust. And then we can get a little bit of penetrating oil on there. I'm going to stick a rag in here because I don't want anything falling in my coolant passages. And then take the biggest wrench you have on hand and hopefully that came out way easier than I thought it was going to. But that's what we want. We want it easy and not a pain in the ass. That little guy is finally out. I'm glad that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, because if I had to be in here for like 6 hours trying to get out a bolt, I would lose all motivation and then we just scrap the whole project. But thankfully, we don't have to do that. Now we can start spending more and more thousands of dollars to make it cool again. Alright, so here, what I want to do from here, I want to get a bunch of the parts cleaned up. I want to get like the coolant crossover pipe cleaned up, scuffed down, and then get that on, get the TGVs on, get the intake on, and then we can flip it over, and we got a baffle, pickup, oil pan. Then we should start getting to the part where we have a full long block and we get closer to assembly. We're still waiting on cams, but let's start getting this bad guy put together. So remember how I just said I'm glad that didn't take me 6 hours to do that? Well, here I am 3 hours later after I got the bolts out of the block, and I thought getting the last bolt out of the actual coolant crossover was going to be easy. Yeah, not easy. That is one of my easy outs in there that broke. So, can't get that out. I tried drilling it out a bunch of times, hitting it from the backside. Nothing. It's not budging. I don't want to buy a whole new coolant crossover just because I can't get that one bolt out. I'm probably going to go get some more drill bits tomorrow. You know, heavy duty ones, and see if we can get that out. But let's move on to something cool. So here we have a couple torque solution boxes and a couple killer B boxes. So the killer B boxes are going to be my oil pickup and baffle for this engine. This should be a relatively simple install instead of dealing with that stupid thing. But these are pretty neat. I'm sure you guys have seen these around. There's the part numbers and what they are. So this is a cam seal tool and then a rear main tool to be able to get the rear main seal seated properly on the back and the cam seals seated properly here and here, there and there when the cam comes in. But we're going to set these to the side. We're not using these today. We are going to hop into the killer B boxes and see what we got in here. So here we have the Killer B Motorsports oil pickup. That's going to be a massive upgrade for this engine because, as you know, on these EJs, they're prone to cracking around here and up here, and once that happens, you lose all oil pressure in your motor, and you're screwed. In conjunction with the pickup, you should always run a new baffle And this baffle is meant to prevent sloshing onto the crank. And that is your new baffle. But let's get this engine flipped over and we can get these new parts installed. Just for a quick comparison, this is the OEM oil pickup and this is the Killer Bee. So they're going to sit like that. It's much beefier, better flow, and you have no reason for cracking, and a better screen in there to pick up all this nasty debris. There is the Killer Bee pickup and baffle, sitting on a nice fresh engine. While we're here, we need to put on the oil filter. The oil filter and oil cooler housing, we need to put it on here. And then from there, we're pretty much done on the bottom other than oil pan headers. And then we need timing and cams, and we're good. I have the oil filter housing and water cooler setup dealio here, and then I have the rest over here. So we can get all this obviously cleaned up and bolted back onto the engine. We're going to start with the mounting bracket, and I do have a new O-ring for it. So we need to get this old one out of here, get the new O-ring in, and then have all the bolts and everything for it to go back together. Everything's starting to come together. We got quite a few more parts, miscellaneous parts to clean up. So they're pretty enough to go onto this engine, I guess. Even though this isn't the prettiest build that it can ever be, but it is a lot better than what it was. So we got the Killer Bee pickup, baffle on, and then we got the oil cooler housing set in place, torqued down. Really from here on the bottom, all it is just the oil cooler setup, headers, oil pan, and the bottom of the engine is done. And then we're going to move on to timing and the top end, getting the intake, TGVs, all that jazz on. That's where I'm going to wrap up tonight. I appreciate all of you watching. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.